magic. Just like, whoa, so many coats, so many ways. Let's go find people from up.
Hey bookaboos! You know, I had this whole idea of what I was gonna talk about today, but you know, I just can't seem to put my finger on it. What was I gonna talk about? So, you might have guessed it, but I'm gonna talk about a little bit of VE Schwabs today, or Victoria Schwab. And I am so excited. The reason why I'm making this video, and with God's grace, I'm gonna have it uploaded before I go, because on the Saturday of the 29th of September, I'm gonna get to go see VE Schwabs. Guys, I get to go see VE Schwab. I'm very terrified and excited all at once. I have re-picked out my outfit like 7 different times. I keep on going over my head like, these are the things that you can say, and these are the things that you can't say, so you don't look psychotic. Because the hard part about loving someone and following them online is that you kind of get this weird relationship where you know a lot more about them than they will ever know about you, and that's kind of weird in a way, because it's like this very one-sided relationship. I love all her work. I know a lot of weird things that, like, if I didn't follow her on the internet and she wasn't like a big author, I guess it would just be really creepy. I mean, I think it still is creepy. Is it still creepy? It's probably still creepy, but we're gonna talk today about why I love the Schwab so much. Let's dive into it. So, actually, these books right here are my go-to books whenever someone wants me to suggest them a book. These are the books I always suggest. There's a big reason why I love VE Schwab's, and it's not just because I think she's so fantastic and I think her writing is so amazing and I've just fallen in love with everything she's written. It was actually when I got this first book back in 2015, I bought it on chance. I didn't know that it was a brand new release or anything like that. I just saw someone on Tumblr.
Oh God, I was on Tumblr once. I try to forget that.
But I saw one of the people that I liked, they were posting about this book. I didn't know that it hadn't been released yet. I thought it was an old book because I was not looking for a new series at the time. I was not looking to venture out or anything at the moment because I was like, I need to stay in my little bubble, my neat little corner. I wasn't looking for that. So I saw it, and so I went to Barnes & Noble and I happened to see the cover and I was like, I didn't read it at all. I didn't read what the synopsis was about. I just saw that the person that I liked had recommended it and I was like, well, I trust their opinion on that. Don't ask me who they are, I don't remember. So I picked it up, and honestly, I picked it up that 2015 in February, right when it came out. I bought it right when it was released, so technically I was supporting her for her. I was an early supporter for the series. And so I picked it up, and then I didn't read it until the summer because I was really busy because I was an English major in college. I was an English and journalism major in college, and so I was very busy at the time and I didn't have time to read, but I got most of my reading done during the summer. So I picked it up, and what made this book super special for me is it was kind of this book that I was reading during a kind of like weird transitional period in my life, but also at the time I was reading it, I was going to go see my favorite band. It's a Canadian band called Mother, and so I took this book with me on that trip because I wanted to just finish it. It was a 6-hour trip from where I was currently located at the time, and me and my friend switched off back and forth, so she would drive for 3 hours, I would drive for 3 hours. I finished this book in the first 3 hours of my time, so it was kind of sucky because on the way back I had nothing to read because I only brought one book. So stupid of me. But I just devoured it, and it really brought me this sense of like, this is kind of what I have been missing. Have you ever read a book and suddenly feel like you now completely understand that you were missing something in your life before, like you were missing a story, and this comes along and you're like, yeah, this is what I was missing this whole time. And it kind of feels like that. And I think another reason why these books are so special to me is because I've started quite a few relationships because of this. Not romantic relationships, I'm like way too asexual for that shit, so not that asexuals can't date, I'm just awkward. Anyway, so, but I started some really great friendships, and one of my friends actually, when he went to London, he sent me a postcard back and it said, here's your totem to Red London, and I honestly, it was the best thing I ever got from a trip, and it was a postcard that had just mentioned this, so I got a lot of like really good memories out of that. But besides that, I really do love the story. Like, honestly, I get the need for more diversity, and I'm really trying hard to read more diverse books, and by diverse authors who have diverse point of views and give more cast, but I just can't help but love these stories. There's just something so wonderful and so beautiful about it, and her writing, it's not like super fluffy, like it's not super eloquently, but it's not like super choppy either. It's this beautiful in-between, and I just adore it. Can that just be the whole video? I adore it. I think for me, to be honest, whenever I read a VE Schwab's book, it feels like a little piece of home, and whenever I'm having a bad day, I can read one of the books and just make me feel better. Oh my god. Like, this is so dumb. It's a stupid book. Like the Savage song, when it came out, like, I was going through some stuff and it just, well, this is so stupid, I'm gonna have to delete this whole video. I'm getting so red, and you can see it in my face. Oh. But when the Savage song came out, I was going through some things, and it was just so nice to, I don't know why, but I related so much to August, and how he felt like he wanted to be a part of the world so much, but no matter what he did, he was always gonna be other, and, for a person who struggles with like depression and anxiety, it just, I don't know, so dumb. I'm like sweating, I'm crying off all my makeup. I hate it. So I think we're gonna wrap this video. Oh my god. So we're gonna have to record this another day when I'm not crying my eyes out. But I was so excited to tell you guys. I'm gonna record this later, some other day when I'm not crying my eyes out. But I just wanted to talk about, like, I'm just super excited to go see VE Schwab's, and I probably won't tell her this kind of thing because I don't want to be a crying mess in front of her, because she's so beautiful and so amazing, and she's just an inspiration to me. She's just super cool, and I love, like, I am obsessed with her, and like, but it's not like a weird obsession as in like, I just really look up to her, and I kind of want to be her, and I think it's really cool that she talks so openly about her mental illness and about the way she's always struggling with her like body image, because that's, I mean, like, it's not the biggest concern in my life, but I mean, it's something that most girls face, most girls struggle with. I'm still crying about like depression and anxiety. Ugh. This was supposed to be a very cheery video, so we're just gonna end this. I don't even know how to end this. how do you end a video where you start crying because you love an author so much? So look forward to a video where I show a little bit of my experience going to meet VE Schwab's. I'm going to be driving 6 hours by myself there and then 6 hours by myself on the way back because I'm crazy. But that's the closest she's gonna be to me, and I didn't want to miss her again because there was one time when I was in San Antonio and she was in Austin, which was only 2 hours away, and I missed it because I had to take an exam and I couldn't get out of it. I mean, believe me, I tried, and so now that I'm an adult that has graduated and I pay for things on my own time and I don't have exams, I'm gonna drive 6 hours to go see there. Thanks so much for watching. I'm sorry that I cried. I will make a better video later about why I love these, and there'll be more. I had a list and I had a formula and I was gonna go through it, and then I just started crying. So we're gonna have to make that video later. So thank you so much for watching. If you stayed, super cool. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to me, ring that bell, give me a like, give me a comment, and if you want some more of my under the cover content, you can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm not very active on Goodreads, but I'm definitely active on Twitter, and yeah, so that's all I've got booked. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I don't know what happened, you guys, that I'm just crying about this, but I settled down just so slightly. But here's what I wanted to say. I'm not saying that August is like the best like representation. I'm not saying he was even meant to be a good I'm not even saying he was meant to be the representation of kind of like depression, but for me at the time when I was going through this, he was really a big representation for that. And I think that like for many people, when you're depressed and you'll like latch onto things that you really love, and that's important, that's so important. It's so important to latch onto things that you love when you are in those like awful states, and these books just happened to be out when I was in the super depressive state and all that, and August was that representation. And for me, it was kind of like he didn't have depression himself as much as he was kind of like the representation of my depression and how I really just couldn't get a part of the human world. I was just somehow always stuck behind these lines trying to create something beautiful, but every time I did, I felt like it was killing something. So yeah, that's happy. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on doing these end credit things. I don't know why I don't just include this in the video, but I think I'm cool. So yeah, thank you guys. I'm gonna try not to cry the next time I make a VE Schwab's video. Alright, bye.